Welcome to 3 Minute Friday by ArcticStartup. My name is Dimitri Sarle and we're bringing you all the news from the Nordics and Baltics in quick 3 minutes. This week, we want to start with the fact that we just came back from Slush, and that was one hell of an event. A lot of meetings, a lot of people, a lot of after parties. But now we're back to business. First up is a really big investment round by SWATcom, a Finnish company that is basically enabling to sell second-hand stuff online. That's what they're targeting, and Juha Koponen, the CEO of the company, is saying that there's 100 billion euros worth of goods that are not sold every year because there isn't a platform that can enable it. Next up is a really cool company called Nematic from Lithuania, and they raised 200,000 euros to make e-bikes. And just like Tesla, they're trying to build electronic bikes, but they're not going for the mass market right away. They're looking to build bikes that are good in rough and hard terrain. With that, they're first going to make the first prototype of the bike that will be launched next year, and you will be able to pre-order it then. Another company that we want to talk about from the Baltics is called Giraffe 360. What they want to do is make VR really simple. Right now, if you want to record anything in VR, you need special gear, equipment, and then software, and then you need to stitch it all together. You need special people who know how to do all that kind of stuff. What these guys do is they provide a single camera and software. You put it into any room, it gets a 3D or VR image of it, and then you can just show it either online, on your website, or in VR goggles. That is really useful if you want to try to sell your apartment or showcase your office. Next up is a company called Nematic, and we're really impressed by them because they went from an idea to an investment and a working product in just 2 weeks. We heard rumors that they raised 6 figures from Reactor, and that is really cool. What the company does is very simple. They take YouTube and they turn it into a TV channel online. Basically, you select your interests, what kind of stuff you want to watch, click play, sit back and relax. Now that we're done with the funding rounds, we want to talk about other news in the region. And first up, we want to congratulate the winners of Slush, company called CyberAngel, and they're very close to our heart because we went to Paris a few months ago to coach them in their pitching endeavors. The company is doing something very specific that is very useful for big companies, banks, but also smaller companies sometimes. You see, they're scanning the dark web, the deep web, the stuff you never go to, the stuff you never see. So say you have files, secret documents, or things you don't want to leak. Sometimes it goes out to the dark web, but you just don't know that it happened. These guys make sure that whenever a document gets leaked anywhere in the internet, whether it's online like Google or in the dark web, you'll know about it first, and you can track what happens to your document. Next up is Niklas Adelberth. He was the founder of Klarna, but later left the company. Now he's starting a new endeavor, and that is basically a co-working incubator space called Nordic House in Stockholm. They want to basically put all kinds of social entrepreneurs under one roof, and instead of focusing on companies that are measuring success in billions of euros, to build companies that are measuring success in how many people they help. Finally, we want to point your attention to the Nordic Web, where Neil and all the other guys at the Nordic Web put together a list of top 100 people, influencers, events, companies, investors in the whole of the Nordic region. Finally, please let us know what you think about the 3 Minute Friday, how we can improve things, and check out the project we just recently launched called vspace.news. That's something very special for those of you that want to learn more about space. Thank you for listening, see you next week, and ta-ta!